3.
Oh, we were starting? Jeez. No. Hello.
You're getting lucky. You didn't just point this thing.
All right. Wait, where's my... Who am I... Which camera's what? Which camera's doing what?
That is a 3-shot.
Okay.
This is a 2-shot you and Mark.
Okay.
This is just 2-shot of you two, and this is just Mark. This is a wildcat, and Terry has his wild stuff too.
Oh, okay, we'll start again.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mark, and I sell furniture. You know, folks, if you can't see a bad movie at midnight movies, you can't see a bad movie anywhere. My name is Mark, and you can count on it.
Hey, look what we have here.
Coffee.
Can you... And... Water. And...
Big spender, I see.
You guys should know by now. Look who we have here. The man, the myth, the legend.
How you doing?
We got Mark from Norton Furniture. And I'm going to tell you right now that if you don't know who this man is, then you never stayed up past midnight on a Friday or a Saturday night with the TV on in the background and hearing one of his commercials come on. Come on, Mark. Do your opening line.
If you can't get credit in Norton Furniture, you can't get credit anywhere.
There it is. Iconic.
My name is Mark, and you can count on it.
That's what I'm saying.
There it is.
So those who know us well know that we've done some stuff with Mark back in the past. But before we get to that, we do have a special show. We do have a couple episodes we're going to show you. We did a couple of Mark Norton Furniture episodes, like a sitcom.
They were a sitcom.
They
weren't like a sitcom.
Okay,
they were a sitcom. Featuring Mark.
Featuring Mark at his furniture store and the shenanigans that went on.
Yeah.
Written by none other than our own Rich. But before we get to that fun stuff, we actually want to get to know Mark.
Yeah, who is Mark?
Who is Mark?
Who are you?
You're looking at me.
Oh, okay.
But what, first of all, did you live in Cleveland area your whole life?
Yeah, all my life.
When did you get into the furniture business? How long were you in that business?
Well, my father opened the store in 1955. Many, many years ago. I took over in the 1980s. I've been in it myself for about 35, 40 years. I'm old.
We're all getting old, but
So you look old. You look good.
Thank you.
So wait, you took it over, you said in 1980?
In 1980s.
1980s?
Yeah.
Same location that was on Payne Avenue? Is that where it was the whole time?
We had different locations. We were on Payne Avenue since 1983.
83 was
a long time.
Now you say your father opened it up, okay?
Yeah.
Did he originate if you can't get credit,
No,
or was
no.
that with you? So he couldn't get you credit.
No, that's with me. He can get you a lot of credit, but the line was with me.
Okay, so you originated the line. See, we're learning baby step. We're learning more about the man.
That was kind of what you were trying to set yourselves apart from other places, was that you would really work with people. If you didn't have good credit, you're going to work with them.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to go over there though?
We don't better not ask some
Not
questions,
myself.
Mark.
Not myself.
Not yourself, but you sent some people. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm just busting chops.
We'll see who he hangs out with. We'll see in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see in a little bit. We got
hangs out with
another
some
special
muscle.
guest coming in later on.
Yeah, surprise guest.
Okay, so
See him coming though, you're going to pay up.
what led you to people who know you and know the furniture store? They also know the wacky commercials that really caught your attention. That you were just late at night and you hear this, you got credit problems, Norton Furniture, and you see these crazy schemes, which we even did a couple with you.
I remember.
When did that start? What gave you the idea for that? Did that just happen like, hey, we're going to do a commercial, and people were like, that was a weird commercial, but it was memorable? Or did you set out to make them like that?
I, at the end, said, no, I just wanted to make some money. But people liked them. People liked them, and I really got into it.
So then you kind of try to one up. Let's make one
Exactly.
even more crazy. One of them even ended up on the Ellen DeGeneres show for a wackiest commercial, right?
I know
So
that.
see, this guy, he knew what
And
he was
even
doing.
Super Bowl.
We had commercials on Talk Soup.
Yeah,
Did a Super Bowl.
yeah.
I was
remember the
hired.
Super
I was
Bowl.
hired by Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was watching the Super Bowl and your commercial came out, my jaw dropped right on the floor.
Said, wait a minute.
Holy cow.
When did you get
Yeah, and that
$3.5
was
million
that
for a
was the-
30-second spot?
That was a chewy cheese thing they had going on at the time. When my jaw hit the floor, I don't think I still didn't pick it up. Still laying back there.
Taco Bell paid me to do the commercial.
Really?
That's awesome.
Come see me.
Taco Bell.
No kidding.
Did not know that. Now what came now? Did you start the collection of all the iconic statues and
Yeah.
figures you had?
Yeah.
Did your dad do any of that?
No.
He was just a strict business, like a furniture businessman.
Exactly.
And then you came in and you just we got to have
I had
the Terminator
imagination.
cop.
I had imagination. Yeah.
Okay, exactly.
It brings people. It gets people talking, and then they go, "You got to see this thing that was in the furniture store." So they bring somebody, and then they shop around.
It wasn't just a furniture store; it was like floors of fun. When you went there with all the different. I remember the Terminator was there, and he had those. Remember those ladies or whatever that were
the
like
lampshades.
lamps?
Yeah, the lamps.
And so you go in there not just looking for furniture, but you go in there just to have a good time. And you get greeted at the door when you walk in, and all the photos were on the wall of everybody that bought furniture.
Right. Now, when did that start?
That started around the year 2000.
2000. You decided to post someone's picture up there,
Yeah.
and then
It
just
makes
kept it
people
going.
feel better when they walk in. They see other people taking the plunge, and it's a little less intimidating.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to part with their money.
Right, and you make them feel like family too, because
Exactly.
like we're here in Vittorio's restaurant in Wycliffe, and they have all these pictures of family on the wall, and you had all your customers on the wall, so it's like a family.
Yeah.
And it's always great to walk into a place and your picture's on the wall, especially a business. You feel respected and you feel valued.
Exactly.
So it was awesome, and I remember. Oh, that was in the show. He gave somebody a salami. At the
Gave him
door.
a salami.
He had the hard salami though. That was
Someone's-
there.
and he was all my shout out to my friend Jim. He goes, nah, that's great. Now I can tell all my friends that my wife got the hard salami from.
But the hard
Mark
salami
Norton.
was actually there.
Was
I mean,
there?
we wrote it.
Took it off.
Yeah.
What's this hard salami?
hard salami.
It's a hard salami.
It's one of those things.
Yeah. So you never know what you're going to find there. So
And your building also was known for the big, giant caricature of you on the side of that building that
Yeah.
everyone saw. Now, when was that put up? And whose idea was that?
That was my idea. That was around year 2000 also. It was a long time ago.
So I want my picture on the side of this building.
he was doing it
It's
before
still there.
Misney.
I know.
Still there.
He was pre-Misney.
You're right.
He was popping up
He
on
started
big
the
billboards.
Misning before Misning.
Yeah. Yeah.
No kidding.
Look at that.
How did you think about it?
Kicked up. We'll have to ask Tim when we see
Well, it's
him.
not the Misney, it's the Norton.
The
the Norton,
We'll,
yeah.
we'll ask Tim when we see him in a few weeks. Was he inspired by Mark? What do you think?
Maybe.
We'll see.
We'll ask him.
We'll ask him.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, when you were a young man, okay, were you like, you know what? I don't have any dreams or aspirations of my own. I'm going into the furniture business, or what? What were you? What was your idea of what you wanted to be when you were growing up?
I always wanted to emulate my father and be in the furniture business.
Okay,
There you go.
good.
That's a good answer and a good way to go.
Yeah. That way
Not
you
many
could-
people say that. They
Yeah,
go, no, I
yeah.
wanted to be this, but I ended up doing this. But no, that's what you.
Yeah, it wasn't
follow
like
them
you were
right
like, oh, you have to take this over. You
He's
wanted
taking
to do
you to
it.
work
That's
with
awesome.
them and showing you the ropes and putting you to work at an early age.
Yeah.
Now, when you
That's how
took
you learn
over
work ethic.
from your father, okay, then you started putting in your ideas there. What was his reaction to the way you were going to handle the business? Was he like, hey, I should have thought of that?
My father made a lot of money in the market, the stock market, more than I made in furniture. And he enjoyed watching me innovate.
He call you up and say, Mark, what's with these commercials?
No.
I'm just kidding. No, the commercials. That really puts your face out there. That
Yeah.
just really. It's like this is.
No. Commercials were awesome. He had, even the Ghoul was in the one commercial.
Yeah.
And, the Ghoul.
Even the Midnight Movie was in this commercial.
Even the Midnight Movie was kind of in this commercial. We were in there.
And
we
you know
were
what?
at the
Maybe we'll
Midnight
even
Movie.
show the commercial that we did during this show here.
Yeah.
Son, it will be a short journey, but a glorious one. Go in peace.
Joe for Beats, do you have any last words?
Yeah, I got some words. If you can't get credit at Norton Furniture, you can't get credit anywhere.
It's Governor Norton.
Let the man live.
Yeah, let me out of here. Come on.
216-687-1660.
I remember that
So-
shoot, too. It was a lot of fun.
Now, obviously, you got the famous voice. You can't get credit, But didn't you have
How was
something?
that?
You can't get credit. God, stop
He
it.
does it better.
But no, everybody does it. Did you have an injury that happened to your vocal cords? I thought you said something, or I saw an article that affected the way your voice was.
Somebody said I was kicked in the throat.
That's not that.
I wasn't.
No.
No, I wasn't.
Oh, wait a minute. I could have swore I saw that in an article,
I know.
and that didn't happen.
That's part of the
That didn't happen.
allure.
No. Oh.
That's a fake history.
Well, who the hell would put that out there?
I don't know.
Somebody has, because you have to have an explanation for everything. So, if that's just his voice, that's not the explanation
Everyone
I
had-
want. I have to have a reason. So somebody
that's what I'm
created
saying
it.
is that everybody has to have like the exclusive, and they just make crap. Oh, I almost swore. They just make crap up.
There.
So you heard it here first.
Yeah.
That story's false.
Yeah.
No kidding.
No kidding.
Well, I'm glad he didn't get kicked in the throat, though.
No,
I mean,
well, I'm glad too, but I'm kind of glad that
that's a lot better.
Yeah. All right. Well, then you just got the Godfather voice, and it's blessed.
Yeah. And memorable.
It's a memorable voice.
I've been in a few scraps, but I don't remember getting kicked in the
Okay,
throat.
now the truth is coming out here.
He doesn't
you didn't
remember
get kicked, you
getting
got
kicked
punched
in
in
the
the throat. No.
No.
Okay, so furniture business. You took it over for your father. You started in the 80s. The commercials. You said the commercial started in the 80s. No, wait. When did the commercial start? It wasn't 2000.
That was about 2001, 2002.
Okay.
Do you
I-
remember what the very first commercial? What was like? What was the?
It was
the
just
theme?
it was just for betting.
Betting.
Instead of 30 seconds, it was 1 minute, and that got
Oh.
me started. Yeah,
Okay. You were concentrating on betting at the time, huh? That was your
just for the first
kickoff.
commercial.
Hey,
Yeah.
I thought I saw cousin Ed over here, whatever.
The
it was.
next commercials were more comprehensive
Okay.
and focused on all kinds of furniture.
Let's flash forward a little bit. You got the furniture store. Got your funny, wacky, out of this world commercials, getting you some, notoriety around Cleveland area. Next thing you know, I see an audition notice posted about some reality show or comedy show, or someone wants to do some crazy show with Mark Norton. I'm like, what? I'm Mark Norton. I'm going to this audition. What got you interested in going from that to that?
It's a good question. It's a good question. Let me think about it.
Give us a
okay?
good answer, Mark.
Okay, let me think about it for
All
a
right,
little
you
bit.
think about. Well,
Okay.
I'm going to have to think
get
though
back to
that
it.
Mark, like you said, Mark elevated furniture sales with his creativity, his humor, and so I'm going to have to think somewhere in there is an entertainer. Somewhere that you want to make people happy, you want to make people feel good.
Yeah.
well,
I think that's my opinion.
The reason why I brought it up is because that led us to what we're showing tonight. Is we are showing 2 episodes that we did called the Mark Norton Show. And, you know, we had a great time doing it, but I'm going to tell you, this man is a machine because he got the script, okay? And he knows his parts, whatever. And, you know, you memorize your parts and you kind of know your scenes, whoever you're going to do the scenes with. He knew word for word the entire script, everybody's lines, every scene, everything. I go, Mark, you didn't have to memorize every single page. He knew it.
Well,
I'm a perfectionist.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's a perfectionist, and
It's
that's
a
a
perfectionist.
professional.
Like, oh my God.
You know?
Wow. It was like, that was crazy. So tell us, what are your memories about the show?
It was a lot of fun. I know we did one show, we did one skit where an older gentleman comes in and he wants to buy a refrigerator. I don't
Oh,
have
you're talking
any.
about one of our skits.
Yes,
for
I
the,
sold
for the
him-
midnight movie.
I
Okay.
sold him a reclining chair
That's it.
and told him it was a refrigerator.
No.
It was a funny skit.
There was also a skit where you ended up in hell. And it
Yeah.
ended up because you were in eternity on the midnight movie. You
Yeah.
remember that one?
That's not funny. That's not nice.
Oh, Rocco thought it was funny.
Remember
That's
the
why I put it in
recliner that you gave us? Remember you gave us that recliner for the show, and then we did the skit with the vibrating
there? Massage chair.
massage chair. Yeah, that was,
I guarantee you this machine is going to revolutionize weight loss. It's that good.
Yeah, but did you try it out on anybody yet?
No, I spent hours, days putting this thing together.
You sure that control is like tip top?
I says it is.
You can't sell us in your store. You check it out. We need some sucker to come along.
Hey, what's going on, guys? What do you got here?
Oh,
Listen, Dave.
Yeah.
Are you at peace with God?
don't worry about it. Hey, this is a new chair Mark's gonna sell in the store. It's
Yeah?
a weight loss reduction chair.
What?
Yeah. And it's great. And he spent a lot of money on it, at the controls and everything, and he wants you to be first
You
to
know,
check
I
it
remember
out.
that crappy massage chair you had me try out.
That was a
one
good chair.
time.
That's
That
from
was a-
eBay, but this is from Mark's store. He only sells top-of-the-line merchandise. Check it out, okay?
Dave,
You can lose a few
get-
pounds.
Get in the stinking chair. Come on.
Yeah, get in the chair. Don't be such a baby.
I'll give it a try here.
You look cool. Your pants will be loose on you. You'll be
All right,
picking
just
up
a few.
chicks.
Just
Mark.
not too much, huh?
Hit the button.
Just a little off the top, if you know what I mean.
Just a little bit, he says. You're gonna feel
Sure
good
this thing's gonna work right?
when I lie to you. Me and Mark. That's a good product. That really works great. How you feel, Dave? Dave? I'll see you later, Mark.
yeah, that was pretty funny.
You have it.
I know we have because I just saw it recently.
We did
I
the
like
wrestling
that on mine.
skits.
I remember.
Maybe we'll see one of our wrestling skits tonight. So
Let's go look at the first.
okay. Well,
episode.
anyway, we're going to
crap.
introduce
We're
you to the
actually
very first Mark Norton show.
Shot.
written by Rich, shot entirely at
On
Norton's
location.
store as this falls down, and yeah, we had a lot of fun. So take it away, Rocco, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the first episode, and then we'll lead us to the second episode, and then we'll also bring in one of the characters from the second show.
Victorious.
I guarantee you, anybody sees your litmus test can ask you where you bought it. Now, I want you to have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
James, Cynthia, hold on a minute. I got a gift for you. Yeah.
It's a salami.
It is a salami.
That's great. I can tell all my friends that my wife got the hard salami from Mark Norton.
It's a salami.
Hey, Frankie?
Yeah, what's up?
I already paid for the furniture and the delivery. I just don't understand what this extra $50 is for.
Let me take a look at it for you. Oh, yeah, you know what that is? That's a little something I call Frankie's personal credit approval fee. Do you understand?
I came here to buy furniture, not pay extra fees.
Well, you know what? You know exactly who you are, okay? And you know exactly why you came here. Your credit sucks. You shouldn't even get any furniture, do you understand? It's not easy getting credit for people like you. Now, would you rather go home and tell your wife how the precious baby's got to sleep on the floor tonight? Or would you just rather pay a few extra dollars? Pay the money, all right? Hey! Have a nice day, moron.
Please, don't. I don't need this. I just came in here to buy some furniture.
Come on, let's check out this bed.
Oh,
Come on,
you're
baby.
sick.
Come on.
I gotta get out
I'll
of
hook
here.
you up. Treat me right.
I get out of here.
You know you want what Frankie's got. Whoa, come on, not so fast, baby.
Pervert.
Pervert?
Oh, we, busy bee.
Hey, Mark Norton.
What's up?
Norton Furniture.
What's up?
Mementos.
You want a memento?
No, my Mentos. Mine.
What are you gonna do?
This time I'm going to beat you.
I don't think so.
Oh, I ate cabbage.
Oh man, that was good. But you know, Rovik, you know why I was the champion in the old country?
No why?
Because I always drink the warm goat milk before the competition.
God milk.
Yes, watch now. Here we go.
Oh.
I told you, huh?
Okay, but I have secret weapon.
Oh, I want to hear this.
Taco Bell. Just think.
Gentlemen.
Hey, Mr. Mark.
I want to bet your paycheck that I could poke my head through this hole.
Check the hole.
Check the hole.
Check the hole.
I think he's not.
Check the hole.
It's pretty solid.
Can I see?
It's a legitimate hole.
It is good. This is
Paycheck?
It's a good hole, yeah. Your paycheck.
No. Listen up. Okay, Mr. Mark.
Go ahead, try.
Yeah, we bet you.
Poke your head through.
Watch me.
Paycheck. He's all gone.
Applying for the job too, huh? You too? Yeah, I just finished a 20-year stretch in the Marines and now I gotta find a real job. Doesn't seem like there's too much available though.
No, I'm new to the town myself. Any idea what the job is?
Not a clue. The ad just says help wanted, but at this point, I guess I'm game for anything.
Yeah, I hear that, man. I gotta find a job and fast.
Well, come on. The place is just right around the corner. We're probably gonna be early. Doesn't look like anything's open yet.
Frankie says we gotta get this stuff out of here before anyone shows up.
Don't sweat it, man. Just a couple more things and we're out of here. Come on. out some of the surplus merchandise. You got a problem with that?
Yeah, Mort, I got a problem. This is my stuff. It belongs to me.
That's the guy on the building.
Goof, you know who I am.
Yeah? Well, let's just say you're having a spring cleaning sale.
Punk, it's wintertime.
What?
Never mind. Let's get this smart mouth out of the way and we'll finish our business.
What's wrong there? I don't know, but I like it.
I like it a lot.
Wait. What? Do you want me to call the police?
Yeah, go ahead, call the cops. Tell them to bring them up. There's gonna be a hell of a mess to clean up. Yeah, right. I'll call the police. Hey, wait.
You got a cell phone?
Hey, Frankie said this is gonna be an easy job. What are you, some kind of army guy or something?
Army guy? Did you say army guy? Ah!
Welcome to Norton Furniture. My name is Mark. How can I help you?
I need the basket.
What kind of basket are you looking for?
The snake basket.
What do you want with a snake basket?
For this. You've done this before?
Yeah, buddy! Yeah, brother, I feel it, brother. I can feel the Midnight Wrestling Federation. What's up? Best manager in the world, Mark Norton. What you got to tell me, brother?
It's time for you to die.
What? What are you talking about, brother? What do you got for me? What do you got for all these people out there? Oh, come on. Come on, Norville. Yeah, looking good. What are we doing? All right. Gotta do that kind of stuff, huh? Yeah, oh yeah. Oh man, you need a back shave there, but I'm gonna do that too. Yeah, I feel it. Go. What's up, man? I kinda like you too. You know what, Mark? Hey, before we go out, let's get laid, baby.
Schmucks. Hey, mister, what do you want to do with these guys?
Let them go. They're not worth anything.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hit the road, punks. Schmucks.
Yeah, I got it. Couch, couple end tables, and some lamps. Yeah, I told you, cuz. It's no problem. I run this place. And I can get you everything you can handle. Norton's my fool, bro. Oh, well, I gotta go. See you later. Hey, Mark, what's going on? Hey, who are these guys?
These two gentlemen just responded to the help wanted ad in the paper.
Help wanted ad? What help wanted? I didn't place no help wanted ad in the paper.
Yeah, but I did.
For what? We don't have any openings right now, Mark.
Yeah, we do. Frankie, you're fired.
What? Are you crazy? I'll knock you upside your head, old man.
Crazy as a fox. Now get out of my store.
I ain't going anywhere. You owe me, Mark. You owe me. Ah!
Get out of here.
Good luck working in this joint. It's a joke.
Nice guy.
Yeah, what a jerk.
Hey, I guess I'll be shoving off now, Mr. Norton. It's nice meeting you.
Where are you going? Didn't you come to me for a job?
Well, yeah, but, you know, with the fight outside and, you know, I just kind of figured...
You're my new office manager.
Really? Hoorah! Oh, thanks, Mr. Norton. Thanks! God, this means a lot to me.
Hey!
Yeah.
Don't you need a job?
Yeah, but I figured you just hired Roger.
You're not. I think I'll keep the little guy too. Roger, what do you think?
Cool, let's keep the little guy. Come on! Hey, you know what, Mr. Norton? Please don't call me Roger. You know, my friends, they call me Sarge. And right now, you guys are my friends.
Hey, Sarge, before you start throwing the word friend around, I want you to see what you're going to be in for.
All right,
Come
let's
on,
go.
let me show you guys the store.
Hey, Mr. Norton.
Yeah.
Look, I understand why you hired Roger, or Sarge. I mean, he's a great guy, but why'd you hire me?
Kid, I've been in this business for a long, long time. Don't worry about a thing.
Okay.
Yes!
Wow, Mr. Norton, I mean, this place is huge. I've never seen anything like it before.
Man, I'm telling you, I could house a company of Marines in this place. No problem.
Listen to me. Stop calling me Mr. Norton. My name is Mark. Mr. Norton is my father. If my father comes down the store, we're gonna have a real problem.
Why is that?
Why? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it, Wayne? He's dead. Right, Mark?
Dead? No. Retired? Yes. You know, every time my father comes by here, I gotta give him furniture for one of his whores down in Florida. And, hey, to me, that's a compliment. Eula, well, why are you touching me? I told you about touching me. Eula, I want you to meet a few people. This is Wayne, one of our new salesmen. And Eula, this is Sarge, the new boss.
Hold on just a minute there, Mr. Ponytail. You said boss? That's not gonna happen. We are not going back to the slave days. Eula does not have a boss.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I meant to say co-worker. This is Sarge, your new co-worker.
Okay, well now you're using words I like to hear. And the main one is work, because that's what he's gonna have to do if he's gonna be in my office.
Man, she's tougher than some of the drill instructors back in the Corps.
I heard that, young man. One thing Eula can definitely do is hear.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Don't be sorry. You ain't got time to be sorry. If you're gonna be the man around here, you got work to do. We got the schedule to get made. We got orders coming in and going out. We got phone calls to make. This phone rings more than a Salvation Army Santa at Christmas. And today's Tuesday. Eula don't work past 3 o'clock on Tuesday. It's choir practice time at church. Praise the Lord.
No problem. I'll get right on it. If you could just show me real quick what to do. I've never been in the furniture biz before.
Never been in the furniture business before. Lord, give me strength. Mark, have you lost your mind?
Just fine.
It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Yeah, it'll be fine when Eula makes it fine. I can't believe these fools come in my office talking about he's my boss. The man has never even worked in a furniture store before. Eula leaving here today at 3 p.m.
Oh, no, here it comes. Come on, let's check out the loading dock.
Don't you stay off my phone. You know, I beat you every month. Every month I beat you.
Mark, I can't work with this person anymore. He's an absolute pig.
What are you talking about, pig? Took a shower before I came in.
Not that kind of pig. You know what I'm talking about, a pig. A hog. You're a swine.
Mark, she's crazy. Delirious. Snorting too much fingernail polish.
Fingernails? What if I take these fingernails and scratch your eyes out?
See, she's nuts. She needs her meds.
What's wrong?
The problem is him. He's trying to steal my cells again.
You're loopy.
Benny, let her talk so we can get to the bottom of this. Maria, go ahead.
Mark, you know I put everything into my cells. I was using all my best techniques on some college guys that wanted some furniture for the dorm. Then this
Best technique? Is that what you call this?
You look ridiculous. I had a proven track record that my methods work.
Proven track record? I'll bet you got a long rap sheet for that record, too.
Oh, do we want to discuss rap sheets?
These were college guys. I felt I knew their needs a little bit better than Charlo here. After all, I understand where they're coming from.
The only thing you have in common with those guys is a school. And I think they got a little bit farther than 6th grade.
6th grade? What do you...
Time out. Benny, Maria, you're not making a good first impression on your new fellow employees.
New?
That's right. Maria, Benny, meet Sergeant Wayne. Besides, here's a new office manager. And Wayne is a new salesman.
New salesman, huh? Great. He has to be good looking.
Well, Sarge, if there's any way I can be of assistance to you, just whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together and...
And let's blow. Come on. We're never gonna make it to the loading dock.
All right. What do you got?
Freedom and wheat.
What? Your hand sucks. You didn't win.
They're cookies. I'm hungry. They're mine.
Whatever, dude. I mean, I think playing cards was a bad idea to begin with. I mean, I can't even win when I do have the better hand.
I'm sorry, Elliot. Dieting gives me mood swings.
Oh yeah, and when did you start this diet?
Well, thinking about starting it right about now.
You're coming to see my band on Friday night, right?
They all dress like you?
Well, yeah, I mean, pretty much. I mean, after all, we are a goth band.
No, too scary.
Now this is the loading dock. This is where we ship everything out. Hey, what's going on here? How come you guys aren't making deliveries?
Can't. Truck's broke down.
The truck is broke down.
We can't. The truck's broke down.
The truck is broke down? What do you mean the truck is broke down?
The truck is broke down.
Don't tell me the truck is broke down. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, the truck is broke down.
Where's George?
We told him, Mark, but we haven't seen him fix it yet.
What? Know this and understand this. I've got furniture to deliver.
Hey, Mark, I know a little bit about cars. Where's this truck at? I'll take care of it for you.
It's right outside. Go on, see what you can do.
There.
You guys are killing me.
We're killing you? Talk to George. He's your repairman, Mark.
Where's George? Get him for me now.
Yeah, Mark?
George, what's going on with the truck? I need my truck.
It's fixed.
What? How could you have fixed the truck?
It's fixed.
George?
It's fixed.
Sarge, try to start it up. Elliot, Slim, this is Wayne, our new salesman. Now get to work. We got deliveries to make. Hey, wait a minute. That's Sarge over there. Our new office manager.
Hey, how you doing?
Slim.
You're Slim. Slim? It's pretty cruel for somebody to nickname you Slim, huh?
It's not my real name, stupid. I use this as a positive tool to help me achieve my goal weight.
Your goal weight? What's that, a semi?
No, a pickup truck.
Some diet, huh? Just some diet is right.
And this is George, our handyman. Things around here somewhere.
Excuse me, Mark?
Yeah, Kelly, what's up?
Well, I've been looking through some of Frankie's paperwork, and I just want to show you some things.
Guys, this is Kelly, our bookkeeper. Kelly watches over me.
Hey, Kelly, how you doing? I'm sorry.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello. Nice to meet you, too.
Thank you. We can't. We can't. We can't.
We can't. What's wrong with you? You just swallowed a bug?
Yeah, he swallowed a bug, all right. Love bug.
I'll be up front when you need me, Mark.
All right, Kelly, yeah. I'll be with you in a few minutes.
Bye, fellas.
Bye, Kelly.
Children, it's time to get some work done.
Come on, lover. Let's go do some work. Ooh, touchy, touchy.
Oh.
Mark Norton, come on in, please, honey. Come on.
Joyce, what's up?
Well, I am so happy with the furniture you got us that I have to give you our specialty, which would be a manicure.
Listen, sweetie, I don't want a manicure. Yeah, I haven't had a pedicure for years. But why don't you do a pedicure? Sorry?
No problem, honey. We're going to get right to them. Now, you don't watch your artist while she works.
I ain't going to watch her. Joyce, that feels so good. Baby, baby, baby. Joyce! 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 Yeah, Joyce.
Move on to some lighter news.
Air.
And now weather report from our weatherman, Mark Norton.
Folks, I got some really good temperatures for you today. 46. 63. 25. And my all-time favorite, 101.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks for that report.
You're welcome.
All right, old man, pony up the dough.
You want dough? You go to bakery.
Don't get smart with me. Money's in the safe. Get it now.
Okay, Frankie. Take off the stupid mask and put down that gun before you get yourself hurt.
So you know who I am. Big deal. I'm not scared. That's a bad thing for you. Get the money.
Frankie, you worked there for quite a while, didn't you?
Yeah, so what?
Frankie, there's something you should know.
No. No what?
Goof, you should know you're just not robbing my store. You're robbing my family. My family don't like getting robbed.
What are you talking about, old man? You're a nutcase.
Is that right?
What are you doing here?
Well, the funny thing is, we saw your car around the corner. Figured there'd be trouble.
Yeah, well, my little friend here says there ain't gonna be no trouble. You can't stop me. What about me?
And me!
And me.
And me. And me.
And me.
And me.
Maria?
What can I say? I come from a bad neighborhood.
East Harlem?
It's a dysfunctional family, but it's my family. Now, Frankie, stop acting stupid before you really upset me.
Hey, Mark. You want me to call the cops on this punk for you?
Nah, there's really no harm done. Frankie, you really isn't a bad guy. You're just a little crazy. Listen, Frankie, try to stay out of trouble. You know, maybe you should find a new line of work. I got it. Politics. Frankie, you got the makings of a great politician. I want to give you something before you leave. Here.
It's a salami.
Yeah, it's a salami. We made it through another day.
I can't believe these people are all going nuts. Nobody can buy Slim. They say he's stuck in a smorgasbord somewhere. Nobody orders up a bar. Bar!
I love this place.
Can I help you? Is there something that you need? If you need credit, you can get it. You'll see. If you're hungry, I will feed you anything you need. Satisfaction guaranteed. You can count it. Count on me.
good news for people that have credit problems. Norton Furniture is here for you. Now, seriously, if you can't get credit in my store, you can't get credit anywhere. My name is Mark, and you can count on it.
Wait a minute. Mark. Uncle Vic, remember me from earlier?
Yeah, I remember you, Vic.
I live out in Elyria. It's a depressed area. I need some furniture. I have no money. I gotta get some credit somehow.
You know, Vic, I just did a credit check on you. Vic, you're pitiful.
No credit?
I can't give you no credit, man. I'm sorry.
You don't give me no credit?
No, but you know, you come a long way from malaria. There is something that I can give you.
Can I get something, man?
Yeah, come over here. I got something for you.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Furniture? What do you got?
Nah, this is what I got for you. Vic, you come back with some money, you see me.
Why don't you go throw this in his face?
That's pretty good.
I was told to.
Is that, you need any more?
You got this?
Hey, you're wasting it.
Wow.
That was a little trip down memory lane, though.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago. God, when was that? Like 2008-ish, 9-ish, 10-ish?
We were young.
We were young.
Yeah, we were
2006.
Yeah, I was editing the show when I was getting laid off.
That's a nice way to remember it.
Nice.
I was editing the show when I got laid off.
But that was a lot of fun. You know, it was fun because, I mean, it was a challenge for me to write the show based around an actual icon and his business. And I think, I mean, if we had gone farther with this, I think that Mark could have been a big Hollywood name because that was a very interesting situation to film in, you know what I mean?
The endless possibilities.
Yeah, the stories are
Storylines
revolving
and all
around an
that,
actual
yeah.
business. I mean, I don't think anybody's done something like that before as far as a written situation comedy starring a name icon, a businessman known in his actual store, in the town, you know what I mean?
In his own surroundings. I mean, he was at home, basically.
Yeah.
He'd just be himself.
Yeah.
You know?
And actually, when we shot, I mean, there were actual customers in the store and parts of the store when we were shooting. So, you know.
I remember.
I don't think it's I think it was a very unique situation, and unfortunately, it should have went farther.
Yeah. I mean, you know, with any project, a big cast of people, you're going to have rumblings and grumblings, and, you know, it's just whatever. So, that's kind of what happened. But anyway, we had a lot of fun, and then it was, hey, we're going to do episode 2. And that's, you know, we had a couple character changes, cast changes, a little bit of a different vibe, but still fun. We always had fun on set and being there and creating our characters. And we do have one of the new characters that ended up in episode 2. Mark Mazzacco over there. We'll bring him in here shortly, and he can talk a little bit.
Let me ask Mark a question about this. It's like, so when I do the Midnight Movie, I'm Rich. That's Mike.
Yeah.
But I tell people, on the show, I played a character of Rich because in real life, you know, I'm not this guy that can go out and talk to everybody and stuff. I'm kind of quiet and reserved like you are.
I am too.
When you played the character of Mark, did you feel like, okay, you're playing a character of Mark, or how did you handle that?
I was just myself.
You were just yourself?
I guess I am a character.
Okay. Because people, you know, to play yourself is, you know, because you have to think, okay, how am I want to present myself?
You're right.
You know, I mean, that's another unique situation, you know. And plus, like you said, you were a successful, iconic businessman in Cleveland.
I was very lucky.
Yeah.
I was very lucky.
So you had to make sure you carried on your portrayal or whatever your essence even into the show, you know. So that's interesting, I think.
So, how long were you in business, Mark? When did the store close? When did you stop?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Right before COVID. COVID was 20, right?
COVID
right
was,
in
I
there.
think, the very end of 19.
Started
before
2020,
COVID,
right before I got I
Okay.
got retired.
Okay, and then the building was still there. Did anybody take over the building, or was empty?
It's been vacant.
Did you move all that stuff out of there?
I sold it.
how the hell did I not know about this, man?
How come Terry didn't know about
Yeah,
it?
Terry, you would have cleaned up. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, man.
Take everything out of that wall.
Yeah, he's the man that buys
Man.
walls.
He would have cleaned. Oh, my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
We would have loved to have one of those things in the Midnight Movie Studio.
Yeah.
One of those lady lamps or something.
Is there anything
Wow.
left?
So-
Is there anything left?
No, sold it all.
Everything?
Everything.
Holy cow.
You sold Tyson?
I sold Tyson.
That would have been perfect. How much did Tyson go for?
Think about $500 on it.
Oh, Terry he would have cleaned. He would have bought everything.
Oh, man.
We could have had Tyson. We could have had Terminator.
Yeah.
How much Terminator go? About the same?
About the same.
Wow. Wow. Whoa. Somebody get Terry's nerve medicine.
Terry's going to have a mental breakdown.
Oh, man. Well, the sign's still in the sign's still in the building. You can get that.
I don't like heights.
You buy walls.
Well, I can pay somebody.
There you go.
The sign, that sign's painted. You're going to get brick by brick.
Oh, crap. Is it painted?
We can do that.
We can do that.
Oh, trust me, we're to come.
Some bricks are missing tomorrow.
Some bricks
Mark.
are missing tomorrow.
Watch over that guy.
So when you left there, did you go to a different store and work in a different store for a little bit, or you were helping somebody out?
I had a friend, Ted Litchko, that owns National Furniture and Bedding, and I went there for a little bit.
Yeah. And then that's
just to have something to do.
Yeah.
And
well, so what are you doing now?
I'm a hot wire. Anybody wants me, here I am.
There you go.
He's out there. Say, if anybody wants Mark,
he's out there.
Get in touch with him.
Yeah.
How do they get in touch with you? You're not on Facebook? People think you're on Facebook, but you're not on Facebook.
I think I am. I think somebody put me on Facebook.
I know, but somebody.
Yeah.
But you don't know who's running it for you.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that.
Yeah, don't send a message to Mark on Facebook.
And
It's
if
not
Mark
him.
Norton on Facebook is like, send me money, that's a scam.
No, it's not him.
He doesn't want your money, okay? Don't.
You gotta get some.
the Midnight Movie.
You gotta get somebody that you trust, that you know, like Mark. He can run your Facebook page.
Speaking of Mark,
is he mic'd up?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
okay.
All right. Well, all right.
Bring the man in.
Look at this guy. This is Mark Mazzacco. You're gonna see him. All right. Look at that.
Thank you.
This guy, he was in a couple of Hollywood films. You guys recognize the face over here, but you're going to recognize him when you watch episode 2 of the Mark Norton Show. He took over for Tiny. I think it was Tiny, the character
Slim.
Tiny, or Slim. He took over for the Slim character. Like I said, you're going to see a couple of character changes, and but we made it work. And so this is Mark Mazzacco, and he plays Slim. But before we go to episode 2, Mark, when did you meet Mark?
I first met him at an audition that he had at on Store Avenue there.
Weren't you with, didn't me, you, and somebody else, the last one?
Luciana. We were the last
The last
yes,
ones to show up.
Yes.
Yeah, we were the last
Yeah,
ones.
we were. Yes.
Yeah, that long line.
Yeah, that's right. A very long line.
They said, we got 3 people left, just send them all in at once.
Send them all in at once.
We're like, this stinks, because everyone wanted to just go home. We're like, well, they ain't calling us.
That's right.
They just wanted to close the doors, just get them in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like these last 30, you got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So really, that was the first time you met Mark? Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, just to touch base on some of the things you guys were talking about earlier, I know that a girl came up from Louisiana and did a documentary about us, and it showed at the Cleveland International Film Festival. And then, of all things, a director named Jacob Chiocci did a little montage on us called The Salesman, and it showed at MoCA, which is the Museum of Contemporary Art, for 9 months in a room with a 13-foot it wasn't even a screen, it was just right on the wall, and it played nonstop, that little Salesman thing. Because it's, and then Ellen, it was during COVID, that's why she played our commercial. She said, the only good television to watch is on local
personality.
Yeah, local commercials. And she played ours. We didn't know it. I was getting all kind of phone calls from people. I'm like, oh, yeah, you guys are on the Ellen show. And yeah. And then even, I'm not sure if Mark wants to touch base on, but like his pauses and everything, you know, good news for people with credit problems. All that was like, he studied miming and stuff. All that was done intentionally. The pauses, I'm not sure if you want to touch base.
Nothing is more important than timing.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. And even all the statues and stuff, they were there strategically placed, not just to, you know, put it in there for decor. He always wanted to, you know, like, if someone wants to leave, that might be, oh, you know, look, that's Mike Tyson, and just stay just a little bit longer. Because he did a whole DVD on, like, the art of selling.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah, watch, like, yeah, if you know, someone, if you're speaking to someone and their eyes are wandering, that means their mind's wandering. So try and get their attention. And that's why a lot of that stuff, you'd come in there, you'd be able to get popcorn at one time and bread, and he had that sperm that was running around. It was a sperm. It was a guy dressed in a
popcorn, bread, and sperm.
Yeah, he was dressed in a sperm costume, and he'd be running around the store. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, true.
Yeah, and that building, it's if you look in the front, it says the film building. And because, I'm not sure how much you want to discuss that, Mark, the top floors were, like, I think it was Paramount and MGM, and no major movie was made without them screening it in that very building and approving it. So you have to think the Golden Age.
It's a historical building.
Yeah. I mean, just think in, what was it, 1939, Wizard of Oz, Casablanca, all of those movies. And didn't they pull out all the seats out of there?
Yeah,
as well.
did.
Yeah, they had the actual, it was a little theater. They had the actual seats in there that were rows of seats that the executives would sit in and yay or nay movies in the Golden Age. Yeah, people don't know that very building.
That's an interesting, nice
yes.
little fact about that building.
Building has a
What are
very
you holding
rich,
out on us, Mark? You never told us this.
building has a very rich history.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, if
thanks
you
for
wanna
telling us now, Mark.
Touch base. It started as a perfume, right? It started off as a perfume factory. and then a few-
1919, yes.
Yeah, 1919 as a.
I had to go down there and get some pictures of the outside before that building actually is torn down. Because you know, it's eventually going to be, you know, half that place over there is going to be torn down. No one's going to move into it, I don't think. What do you think?
I don't know. They may make condos out of it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, they would just wipe that building out and rebuild it.
in it.
I remember the elevator.
That thing was huge.
Yeah, and
Speaking of the elevator, you will see it in episode 2.
actually, back in the day, Trent Reznor, Nine Inch Nails. I think like in the 80s and 90s, those upper floors were for CSU students, for them to have dorms in there. And he was one of them that was in there, Trent Reznor, and he would rehearse up in that building.
Wow.
And lo and behold, yeah, that was, you know, and then it became, you know, Mark took it over and then took over those floors.
Okay.
Wow.
There were businesses in the building, really. Not, there weren't kids from Cleveland State really living there. It were just different businesses.
Yeah.
Small businesses.
No kidding. That's interesting. I had no clue about this.
That's history, unknown history right there.
Thought I'd surprise you.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't. Mark did.
Mark did.
So obviously,
He's over there sitting there going, Mark, say. He comes out. Can I address some things here? He lays it all out. Right? Mark, get the hell out of here. Mark, move over.
You can come over.
Yeah.
You can.
No, but it's you know, he has just an interesting history of. But what amazes me about the commercials, and there's people even made. I'll show you guys. You can probably even play it. It's on YouTube. The commercials have nothing to do with selling furniture.
No, it's a lot of it's just you know, credit. But then after you get the credit line out of there, it's make something where you're not going to forget.
Christmas to Noah's Ark to Mr. You Stink to Humpty Dumpty to Wizards and
right.
Yeah, right.
You know,
yeah,
you figured each one just got more and more and more wacky and more. You know, this is crazy. Just to implant it into somebody's head, they're not going to forget it.
Mark, he keeps saying wacky. When you think of your commercials, What would you describe them as?
Well, I felt wacky.
Okay. Well,
I just slipped a 20 underneath there and said, say wacky.
well, he said wacky. So it's too wacky. It's like the wacky packages, all right? But anyways, that was just okay. A lot of creative.
What's
fun.
the biggest? You have any of local celebrities that would go into your store and shop?
Fella, can't recall his name, Cleveland Browns.
Cleo Miller?
Not Cleo Miller worked for me.
Yeah, he worked.
He worked for me for many years, but another fella is still with Cleveland Browns. He's still playing.
Still playing?
No wonder we're losing.
I can't remember his name. He's a tall guy, about 6'4". He's a receiver.
Still playing receiver.
Do we have any receivers?
He went to college at Miami University. I can't remember his name, but he used to buy statues from me.
Oh, for $500?
$500, Dad.
Poor Terry.
Yeah.
He's over there
still hurting.
thinking, oh man, he wants to know who bought it, so he'll offer him a little more. He's
I'll track him down.
At least win $550.
And Lisa's like, thank God that he didn't know about it first. You'd have statues in your living room.
We need a third house.
Oh my Lord! So, do you have a favorite commercial that you did? Like one that just stands out? Like this is my favorite commercial.
Yeah, it was Mark and Luciana. They're a married couple. Mark keeps passing gas. And it was a funny commercial.
Yeah, Mr. You Stink.
Mr. You Stink, yeah.
Yeah. I'll show you.
I think that's the funniest film we ever had.
Okay, all right. Do you have one that you didn't like? That you're like, I wish we never made it.
Sure.
The one that had the electric chair with the midnight movie guy.
That was a good one. That was a funny one.
There, I still got that electric chair.
Like I said, we've probably already seen it, and if we didn't see it, Rocco will put it on. Hopefully.
Yeah, you never know. That electric chair, Mark, you talked about the set for the Middays Mayhem. That electric chair literally sits right there, like right off camera. It's still sitting there. The electric chair.
Really?
Yeah, so we just don't have any room to squeeze it on the set to show it.
There was one, Mike, you were on this. There were immigrants. And
oh, yeah, we did the immigrant one. We took a little heat. I got a couple of nasty messages over there. We didn't think that was funny. Come on, people.
That was thrown off the TV.
Right, they wouldn't show it. I go, hey, people need to have better sense of humor.
Yeah,
speaking of sense of humor,
I'm serious. That was a funny commercial, and we understood it. It actually had a point to it.
Yeah.
It's like that's how well known you were that people knew what you stood for about the credit. That's why you didn't know how to speak English. You didn't know this. You didn't know that. But what do you know? Hey, if you can't get credit in Norton Furniture, it was perfect.
It was good.
We did the devil skit or the devil commercial, where we were all dressed up in devil uniforms.
Remember the time that we did the live comedy show with Mark down in Lakewood?
Oh God, we did the live stand-up. We were opening up for Last Call Cleveland.
Yeah. That's
You
right.
remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark and his son, we all appeared. We didn't know what we were doing.
We just showed up and we just kind of improvised a couple of our skits that we did or stupid commercials that we were thinking of, and we just did them on stage.
I remember.
And it was a big hit too.
Was it it was in the basement of Bottoms Up or something, right?
Yeah, Bottoms Up in the basement.
In the basement. We had a lot of people there. But,
Yeah, we sure did.
Yeah, that was a
And we were all nervous because we didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't rehearse or anything.
We just said, just get up there and just
start throwing
do
stuff
it.
together.
I go, look, it's Mark. People love Mark. They're going to laugh. They're going to enjoy themselves no matter what we do.
Yeah.
And they did.
They did. It was a good time.
Yeah. That was always the plus about shooting at a furniture store, like all the commercials and stuff, because we had a whole room that just had costumes and everything.
Props.
But when we weren't shooting, there was a nice recliner or a bed that you could go lay in.
Take a break.
Yeah.
Take 5.
Yeah, because you had a whole floor just of mattresses, so you go up there and crash out for a little bit.
Well, speaking of mattresses
I
and
was going to say,
crashing,
speaking of a break, we better
I was going to say we're going to go watch the second and final show that we did of the Mark Norton show. You're going to see the new Slim and a couple of new characters, and then we will see you back in a little bit.
And this plot of this was a little outlandish.
Yeah. We had to do some changing around.
Take a look at this.
Man, that's disgusting.
Oh, it's beautiful.
God.
Did you Photoshop the hell is no, but it is an extra long lens.
Is that real?
Why did you bring that to the office?
Man, you shouldn't have brought that in
Look
here.
at that.
Scrumptious.
Man, that's nasty.
I like it.
You like that?
You know what? I want one for breakfast.
Lunch and dinner, sugar.
Okay.
Yes.
What the heck is going on?
Do you think he got any more?
Put that away.
Can you see that?
Just put that away, please. Thank you.
Let's get out.
Hey, Mark. Sorry to bother you. You got a minute?
Yeah, Gunny, what's up? You know, Gunny, I'm not a big fan of doing paperwork, but after 2 weeks of hunting bears in Montana with my twin brother, this is heaven.
Oh, you're a hunter?
No, I'm the bait. All right, either you got a bad case of indigestion or I'm not as funny as I think I am.
Well,
Gunny, what's wrong?
I got a problem. I need to fire a guy, and I don't know the procedure. I mean, the Marines, guys don't get fired. They get extra duty. They get thrown in the brig. They get stripped of their rank. Anything but fired. I mean, how does that work? I got to fill out a piece of paper or something?
First, Gunny, who you want to fire?
Manny.
Manny? My cashier Manny? What did he do?
Well, he was showing this to the office.
What is this? An albino milk steak with no eyes?
Mark, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's a penis. It's Manny's boyfriend's penis, and he's parading it all around the office.
Little Manny gonna hurt himself.
Penis is in my hand. I can't have it. I can't have it. Penis is in my hand. Penis is in the office. I can't have all these penises. I can't have all these penises. Look, you know what I mean, Mark. I mean, come on. I mean, in the Marines, we had don't ask, don't tell. I liked it that way. I gotta fire Manny. He's gotta go.
George, well, what do you think? Should we fire Manny?
Can't do it, boss. Manny does a lot of crazy things, but the one thing he doesn't do is pilfer from the cash register. He's never a dime short, ever. You fire Manny, you open up a big old can of ugly worms. Manny has to stay. It's a no-brainer.
George, you're right. Manny stays. Granted, he's disgusting, but he is honest.
Well, if I can't fire Manny, then what can I do?
Gunny, send Manny in here. I want to see him now.
Oh.
You know, I think maybe I use a little bit of reverse psychology on him.
Okay, Mark, you're the boss. Anyway, this works out great. I need to see George anyway. You know that window on the 3rd floor? It's got a leak in it. Where'd he go? He was just here. Where'd he go?
Gunny, who are you talking to?
Joe. I was talking to Joe.
Man, I think you're losing it. Send Manny in here on your way out, all right?
Yeah, on my way out. Manny, get in here! You want your pictures back?
No, it's just a wallet size.
Emmanuel, sit down. How you doing today?
I'm doing okay.
Manny, you do know why you're here.
Yes, discrimination.
Discrimination? Manny, I don't understand.
It's simple. All the other girls in the office can show pictures of their boyfriend. I show one picture and bam, Manny's in the doghouse.
You were showing people a picture of a penis.
It is his best side.
Hey Manny, listen to me. What if I started showing everybody pictures of my girlfriend's vagina? Come on. What do you think?
I would think, how do I get that picture to put it on the internet and make big bucks?
Man, come over here. Manny, let me explain it to you in a different way, a way that you may be able to understand a little bit better. No more showing pictures of penises to people in my store. Once again, no more showing pictures of penises to people in my store.
Yes.
You got it?
Yes, I got it. Yes, okay.
Wonderful.
Welcome back once again. Now, I want you to stay tuned because you are in for a treat.
I told you, Norville, take a walk. I like doing that.
That's it. I've had enough.
Mark, come on now. What's going on here?
This thing to work.
All right, let's go.
Can I
Zamboni.
back up here?
Bring tag team partner.
You
Wear me Hagar.
You are
Wear me Hagar.
You're going under.
My name, baby. What are you doing, brother?
You're going under.
Hey.
Keep looking.
That's my watch. That's
my
Hey, Mark, what do you think's going on here?
It's terrific, ain't it? It's terrific.
It's terrific. They're all terrific.
That's terrific.
You think they'll ever stop? Who cares is right. I like that. That's my favorite part right here. Isn't that good? You believe these guys can go through this?
You know the inside body.
They're fantastic, aren't they? They're fantastic, aren't they?
Terrific shape. Terrific shape.
Terrific shape. Okay, we're going to wrap it up. Folks, we want you to stay tuned next week because next week Mark's going to bring some new wrestling boys on. And folks, I'm going to look like normal again.
You're going to love it.
You're going to love it. And remember, ask your mother before you watch. Wow!
You know, Manuel, I'm glad that we had a little talk. Now have a nice day. Gunny, what's going on here? How come nothing is getting done?
Well, to be honest, Mark, there's nothing to do.
Nothing to do? Notice and understand this. This is a big store. What do you mean there's nothing to do?
Mark, he's telling you straight. Look, you know I'm your best salesman. Hey, Benny. Mark, I'm your best salesman, and I haven't sold a thing in days, and if this keeps up, I'll have to sell my sperm to pay my bills.
That's a lot. If you're trying to make a living by selling that, you will starve. There's more fish swimming in the Dead Sea.
Look, darling, I'm thinking about giving you an employee discount.
Oh, you're a pig. Don't touch me with that hand. I don't know where it's been.
Benny, Maria, this is nothing to laugh about. Gunny, when did my store die?
Well, while you're out of town hunting. Big car plant closed and, well, a lot of people out of work.
Why didn't you call me?
You were out of town hunting. I didn't want to ruin your vacation.
Gunny, I want you to understand two things. Number one, my vacation stunk. I got bit by a snake. You know, my own twin brother wouldn't suck the venom out. I had to pay a local woman a second. Group, I'm talking about snake bite. Number two, the only game my brother ever bagged was a bear claw at a local bakery. Now I come home and find out that I'm not in the furniture business anymore. You make me want to vomit.
It's a bad time, boss. You know, with the car plant people out of work, it's put a tremendous strain on the resources for the charities in the area. You know, there's less for everyone, which means there's more unhappy bums out on the street. Which means that, you know, Bob and Nancy Suburbanite, they probably don't want to venture downtown to buy their furniture. In fact, you know, a nice, warm, cozy mall that's bum-free, you know, probably looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, Mark, I mean, a lot of my friends, you know, they're looking for work too. And it's very upsetting. I mean, I'm having all kind of trouble eating and sleeping.
Slim.
Well, you know, it really is affecting me. I mean, I can barely get 10 hours of sleep a night. I mean, look at me, I'm a mess.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know, we're all going to have a hard time eating if we don't get our customers back.
Well, there's more bad news. Kelly gave me this flyer that's going around. You better take a look at it.
Well, what is this? Opening soon. Frankie's cheaper than Norton's furniture store. Yeah, that's bad news, all right. Bad news for the poor creatures that visit Frankie's store. I could just imagine the cheap crap he's going to try to push down their throats.
Hey, was there an address on that? Maybe he's hiring. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Gang from Norton's, we're all in this together. You give me some feedback.
Oh,
2 loaves of bread.
you can raffle me, Mark. A bachelor raffle.
50% off. Have a party.
Buy one, get something at a super.
Wayne, what are you talking about?
I didn't say anything.
Wayne, open your mouth. Talk to me.
Fine, Mark. I said have a party. I mean, you know, where I came from, when the town spirits were getting kind of low, what we would do was just get everyone together and throw an old-fashioned town party. Before you knew it, everyone's problems were solved. But you know what? This is the big city. Something like that probably wouldn't work here. Forget I even said anything. Stupid idea. Sorry.
Wayne, don't be sorry. I made a living out of doing things that were stupid. I like your idea. I like it a lot. You know, I think we're gonna have a party. Bring on the bums.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Problem. Right? These people are homeless and down on their luck. You know, they have their pride. There's a hierarchy that they go with. You know, if you want to do this, you got to talk to the mayor.
And the mayor of Cleveland?
No, the mayor of the bums.
The mayor of the bums. Okay, where is he? How do I find him?
Follow the yellow piss road. Follow the yellow piss road.
Somebody had to say it. Whatever, dude. Look, Mark, me and Slim, we know where he is. We can take it to him.
I'll do the talking. You'll do the listening. Understand?
Yeah.
So you think you about to throw a great big party and have every bum in the neighborhood traipse through Eula's store? Is that what you're thinking, Mr. Ponytail?
Eula, this is my store. I own this store.
Excuse me. Did my ears hear right? Did you just say something as Eula was speaking?
No, sweetheart.
I did not think so. Now, as I was saying, I have worked at this store for 15 years, toiling day in and day out to make this company what it is. The finest furniture store in the Cleveland area. I have worked side by side and hand in hand with every inept employee that you have filtered in and out of the store for all that time. Rarely uttered a word of complaint. Am I saying something that amuses you? I come into work today, just like every other day, determined to etch out a simple living using the humble talents that God Almighty Himself fit to bless me with. And what am I come forced to face with? Do you know what, Mark?
No, darling. Tell me.
I'll make the picture clear for you then. Despite knowing me for all these years, despite trusting me to handle all the day-to-day responsibilities to keep this place glued together, despite the knowledge that I, and I alone, have planned every reunion for my family, not to mention the Christmas dinner at my church for 15 years, you have failed to ask Eula for her expertise at these proceedings? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Eula, we just came up with the idea a minute ago.
Is my chicken not legendary? Is that what you think, Mark Norton?
Eula, look at me. Sweetheart, look at me. You know, I didn't think I had to ask. Who else in the world could pull something off like this for me? No one but my beautiful Eula. Dear.
Well, what are you boys waiting around for? We got an event to plan. Shoo! Shoo! You boys be careful. Elliot? Slim? You watch after that man. He's an emissary of God Himself. Praise Jesus. Amen.
Hey
Mark, do you remember that old guy you sold that recliner to, but told him it was a refrigerator?
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's here. He wants to talk to you.
Yeah, bring him in, bring him in.
Right this way, sir. Right
Mr. Grogan, what's up?
No worries. No worries.
Listen, I got an idea. Let me know what you think about this.
All right.
Why don't you use your refrigerator for another 24 hours? Give it time to get acclimated to its surroundings. It's gonna get used to you. You get used to it. It's gonna make ice. If it don't, you come back to the mountain and see me, okay?
Tomorrow, okay.
All right,
Thank you,
Grogan.
Mr. Norton.
Grogan, you have a good day.
Thank you, sir.
Have a good day.
Mark, for what you did to that old man, you will spend eternity in a place you most despise.
Could you just give me a warning this time?
Hey everybody, good evening and welcome to the Midnight Movie. I'm Dave.
I'm Rich.
Well, hey, we've got a great show for you tonight. Yes, tonight's movie is Mark Norton Goes to Hell!
Am I gonna be spending eternity with you guys?
We have some civilians that would like an audience with you.
And to what would this matter pertain?
A party, Your Honor.
A party? Well, the subject has some interest to me. Bring them forward.
Your Honor, may I introduce to you Mr. Mark, the proprietor of Norton Furniture, and his entourage, Elliot and Slim.
Salutations, Mr. Mark. And to what do I owe the pleasure of your company this fine day?
Mayor, I want to throw a party.
A party?
Yeah, a party for the neighborhood. You know, to cheer everyone up. And Mayor, I want you and your friends to be there.
Will there be food and drink?
Sure.
Will there be any work involved in exchange for my brethren and I to attend said party?
Nah, just come and have a good time. Don't worry about a thing.
Well, let me discuss the subject with my constituency, if you would, gentlemen.
Well, Mark, I think things are going all right. How about you?
I sure hope so.
Elliot, that's my coat. My mom gave me that.
Dude, forget about the coat already, all right? Look how big that thing is. She can probably house our whole family here.
The Honorable Mayor of the Transitional People of the Greater Cleveland Area has reached a decision on the request put forth by Mark Norton.
Mayor, what's your answer?
Party on!
Party on!
Playing rhythm guitar. You ain't playing nothing. You go have your good time over there. Before the fat boy comes along and we whip him. I said whip him
Mr. Mark, this is a wonderful party. You know, we homeless people face a lot of challenges, but it truly helps us to be reminded that there are people out there that do care.
Man, I've been this neighborhood for a long time. I'm not going anywhere. You see, this is our home.
Come on in, brother. Everything's free. There really are a lot of freaks out there.
Oh man, I am so hungry, dude. These people are wearing me out. Wait a minute. Dude, what'd you do with all the pizza, man?
With Smoski's from Valley View. Best in the U.S. I'm sorry, Elliot, but I was hungry.
So what am I supposed to do? I'm hungry too.
I saved this for you.
You saved me one little slice?
It's bigger than it looks. It'll fill you up.
You're bigger than you look too. Thanks.
Oh, it looks so good. Thank you.
How you doing, sir?
Are you crazy? You must be crazy. Go sticking your nasty old fingers in Eula's food. You try that again, you'll have to ask perfect strangers to scratch your nose when it itches. Because you won't be leaving with those fingers. You quit looking at Eula. Don't be eyeballing me, young man.
Wayne? Wayne, can you help me with this?
What?
Can you help me with this?
Sure, I'm going to bring a damsel in distress.
Okay, we're gonna take the elevator because it's quicker than the stairs. I think I still know how to work this.
Cool. Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, here we go.
This is a nice song.
I mean, yeah, it is, I guess. It's pretty old, though.
You stole it. Okay. What's that?
No, I think the elevator's stuck.
Stuck? What do you mean stuck?
I mean, the elevator's not moving right now.
But it will. Move. Again, right?
I'm sure someone will probably notice us.
You just said probably notice us. I mean, someone has to find something. People just don't die in elevators. They just don't die in elevators.
Okay!
Just don't panic, Kelly. You cannot panic in a situation like this. I mean, I've seen movies like this. Panic causes the air to use up way too quick.
Okay, I think there's enough air in here. This elevator's pretty old, but
It is
I'm
old.
sure it's not airtight, okay?
Right, it is old, but it's not. That doesn't mean it's a bad elevator. These things get inspected regularly. I know that, right?
Right, I'm sure there's an inspection certificate around here somewhere. I'm
Look,
sure it's a
there's gotta
law.
be one around here somewhere.
Okay, here it is.
Good. Is there a date? There's gotta be a date.
Yeah,
Please tell me there's a date. Please tell me.
1982.
1982, thank God. Inspected 1982.
Victor!
Yes, master. Yes, master.
Turn on the power!
Yes, master. The power.
Yes!
The power.
No! Throw the switch!
Yes, master. Yes, master.
No! It's alive! It should be alive! It's coming alive!
Oh, master, it's waking up.
Speak, monster! Speak!
I gotta pee. Master, the bladder must be empty.
Take him to pee, ignore.
Okay, come on, let's pee. Come with me, monster.
All right.
As I was walking down the street, I was looking for food to eat. A piece of chicken would be fine, or even a hot dog, I don't mind. But then I looked upon the ground. What I see was plump and round. It was oozing something sweet. It looked so nice for me to eat.
Jelly donut.
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 I bit it once, I bit it twice. It was so gooey, it tastes real nice. I ate it quick, I ate it fast. Oh my goodness, now I got gas.
Jelly donut.
Jelly donut.
Jelly donut.
Jelly donut.
Right, okay, wait. Where are you doing? Okay. All right, okay, stop. Just go. Go. Huh? What are you doing?
Good.
Good. Okay.
Pardon me, let me cut in.
I don't think so, clown. Wait in line, I'm dancing with her.
Hey, buddy, do you think clowns can be scary?
I don't know. Sometimes.
That's perfect. Mark wants us to make these people happy, and look at what you do. Now he's just calling homeless, but he needs therapy too.
Yeah, look who's talking. Mark wants us to keep them happy. Don't you think you're taking this a little too far? I mean, these aren't your usual clientele. No dollars in the garter belt?
Ha ha. That's so funny. You make a great clown. I'm glad to see that you can get some use out of your street clothes. As for these guys over there, they are happy that they got the chance to dance with a classically trained dancer.
Oh, I'll bet you're an expert at the legs behind the head mambo.
Well, you will never know. Just keep dreaming of me.
Whatever. I just came to warn you.
Warn me about what?
I'm about to take your pathetic group losers my magic act. Watch and learn, Chiquita.
All right, gather round, all you misfits of society. Benny the Clown will now create some of his world famous balloon animals.
I love clowns. Can I give you a hug? Hit the button, George. I think I can get it.
I saw an angel. Gunny. It's open. Kelly, I told you everything was gonna be fine. I told you it was gonna be fine. Gunny, I told her everything was gonna be fine. It worked out just fine. I told you.
Yeah, you did great, hero.
Thank you.
Mr. Norton, may I have a word with you?
Sure, my name is Mark.
My name is McGuire, and I'm with the city.
All right, McGuire. How in Norton Furniture? My hand is clean.
Mr. Norton, the position of the city on this homeless situation is quite clear. We are trying to discourage these people from congregating, especially here in our commercial areas. Now, to that end, I've registered several violations of my visitation law that I've witnessed in my short time at this event.
Violations? What violations?
Let me reference my notes. Failure to have a license for a public event.
This is a private function. I'm not using any city services here.
Well, no license or permit to dispense food.
I'm not selling anything. The food is free.
Very well, Mr. Norton, but there's no way around the fact that you have entirely too many people crammed into this space. The occupancy permit you have posted clearly states 20 people max.
McGuire, I thought city jobs had good benefits.
Sir?
You might want to make use of your active benefits.
All right, smarty pants. Nonetheless, I am shutting this little gathering down. I know there are violations here somewhere. Tell all these people to get out and go to the boxes that they need.
Words about today's event. Oh, Mr. City Man, what's it gonna be? Does the city look good, or does the city look bad? Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just have your attention for a minute, I'd like to say a few words.
Just a minute, Norton. Frankie's in the house. Let the real party begin.
Ghoul, what are you doing here?
Why don't you chill out, old man? I'll try not to make you look too bad, all right? Me and my boys are here to announce the grand opening of Frankie's Cheaper Than Norton's Furniture Store just down the street at 555 Payne Avenue. Furniture so hot, Cleveland hasn't seen the likes of it since the river burned. So stop by and check it out. Any questions from the peanut gallery?
I'd like to make an inquiry, if I may.
Who's this joker, Mark?
It's the way of the city, man. You're gonna love him.
It's seems that there's no record of any permits being issued for any businesses at that particular location. As a matter of fact, and I will check my facts more carefully in my office, that address, I believe, is on a list of condemned buildings that the city has scheduled for demolition.
What are you talking about? Check that out again.
I know what I'm talking about, Frankie. I'm talking about violations. Violations that can lead to substantial fines and possible jail time. If what you're saying about opening said furniture emporium is indeed true.
Fines? Violations? Jail time?
Mark, we're not going to do it. Yes, please. Come on, man. Tell me how you get
Crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, forgive Frankie. He's not very good at public speaking. What he's trying to say is that through an amazing act of generosity, he has decided to give away all the new furniture in the store to the homeless people in this area. Let's give Frankie a big hand of thanks.
You're not going to show that around it.
It's all mine. You are not getting that.
Give it to me. What did I just
talk to the hand?
Give me this. I can't believe it. Mark. Oh my God. See, showing this all around the office.
Connie, what's he up to now?
Showing this picture all around the office and people are laughing.
What's the picture this time?
Oh, I don't know. But I don't want to see it.
Well, Mark, it's a picture of a real tool this time.
Oh, no, not you too, Mark. Oh.
This is real pornography.
Stop
touching me. Why tell you about touching me?
Can I help you? Is there something that you need? If you need credit, you can get it. You'll see. If you're hungry, I will feed you anything you need. Satisfaction guaranteed. You can count it. Count on me.
Honey, what's that smell?
I don't know.
What's that smell?
Good news for people who have credit problems. Norton Furniture is here for you.
No.
My name is Mark, and you can count on it.
My name is Mark, and you can count on it. You stink.
Mister, you stink.
687 1660 1660.
I just got the.
Mike just got the finger.
We just saw the U-Stink commercial.
Well, you gotta take it to the U-Stink, and then you come back to the U-Stink.
No, because his comments are about good for.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's going on, but either way, we just saw the U-Stink commercial.
Mark, you remember when you used to come down? We used to shoot stuff.
Yeah.
What do you think about Rocco's direction on this? It's kind of confusing. What do you think? A little bit. So you see how we turned out like this, right? Dealing with this for 27 years.
He just mumbles and we just shake our head and we just don't know what. So anyway, so Mazzacco.
Yes.
Other than being in the Norton show, you were in a couple of Hollywood flicks too.
Yes.
What was the one you were? Well, what ones were you in? And what was the one that you were? Weren't you in like 5 years ago or something most recent?
Yeah, called the Bronze. As for a bronze medal.
That's what it was.
Yes. Yeah. With Melissa Rauch, who plays on Dr. Rosentowski on The Big Bang Theory.
Night Court.
Yes, yeah, at Night Court now, yeah. She took over.
And you had a good speaking role.
Yes, I did. I made even the trailer and everything. Yeah, she was super great to work with. It was.
So did you audition for that, or did someone say? Because I always ask people this, because it's something that intrigues me, because I know how movies work about certain characters, and someone says, I know someone who would be perfect for that part, and they contact you, or people go through the whole audition process. Did you go for the audition process, or did someone contact you and say, I got a perfect part for you?
I did. I started off with my agency, and then Lillian Piles, a local casting agent, had me come in, and then the director, he saw my he saw my resume and said, oh, Second City, which is the improvisational, all the comedy greats got their start. He said, okay, so you graduated from their conservatory. He said, I'm going to put you through the ringer here. He says, I want you to keep doing your same lines, okay, but you're going to do it as just something different each and every time. You're not going to do the same character twice. You're not going to look at the ground to think. He says, continually go. I was a robot. I was a blob. I was an astronaut. I was a cowboy. The whole thing of...
They were telling you these characters, or you were just coming up on
I was
your own?
just coming up with them on my own. The whole thing is 10 years ago in the movie, she won a bronze medal in the World Games. We actually kept saying the Olympics, and the Olympics sent out a cease and assist.
Oh.
So, yeah, it was the World Games that she won a bronze medal. So what she did was she would walk around the small city of Amherst, Ohio, in her warm-up gear, so everyone would recognize her. And she comes to the mall for free food. And she's like, yeah, I want free food, and I wouldn't give it to her. She says, look, my picture's on the wall. That's me. And then the manager comes out and says, oh, no, I'll give her free food. That was the whole idea of it. And, so yeah, I did that with the Bronze. She couldn't have been any nicer. I mean, she was just, just a blast to work with. And then I went to Pittsburgh and shot a series called Those Who Kill with Chloe Sevigny. It was actually a really interesting concept. She was a
series, so how many episodes were you in?
I was just in the one. Okay. They thought I was the serial killer, but I wasn't. And,
spoiler alert.
Yeah, yeah. That was interesting because she was a Pittsburgh detective, and she teamed with a college professor to go after serial killers to see what was feeding their need. Like, why are they doing this? To anticipate their next move.
Oh, man.
Fun experience.
Yeah.
But nothing like working with my buddy, Mark. Yeah, that was, we just, all right, what are we going to do today? I don't know. We'll just go to the little prop room we have. Okay, I'm a construction worker. I'm a caveman.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody get in the scene, and we'll make it work.
Those were fun times, man. I remember, we used to get together at the furniture store almost every weekend.
Yeah, every weekend.
And just come up with something.
Just come up with something.
Let's do some skits. Some work, some don't, and just go into the prop room and.
They did a lot of improv.
Yeah, like 80% of it was
let
improv.
the lady work. Yeah.
Yes, we were doing my movie. Thank you for bringing it up there. When we were doing Hostile Denial, we shot some of the parts in your store, and you made a really great cameo. You had a woman that came into work to actually work, and she had work to do, and we just decided to start pestering her, and we decided to film it and make a skit. Remember? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
I remember.
Yeah, just like that. And God, we just good times, man. Long time ago. What was that? 15.
Yeah.
Almost 20 years ago.
Almost 20. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know, Mark. You know, not to put you on the spot, because part of that DVD he was talking about is really the art of being a good salesman. I'm not sure if there's anything you wanted to touch base, because that's when for me, it was like when you went to Norton Furniture, it was an experience. It wasn't just like going to furniture store. There's the furniture. There's this and that. You know, like I said, there's the statues, the pictures of everybody, the popcorn, the bread, the salami. You know, it's like where do you experience that? You know, I don't know if Mark
you made it an adventure to go furniture shopping, and people didn't even go there to buy furniture a lot of times. They just wanted to go walk around the store, and it led to a sale. Or it led to them telling somebody about the store. They'd show up, and it led to a sale.
Kids would take their parents down there to look at the statues, and the parents would reciprocate and buy stuff.
They'd end up shopping while the kids were looking at all the different stuff that they
You had a lot of different salesmen and things down there, people working for you.
Yeah.
Was it like when people came down to buy the furniture, did you have to come out and like almost, was it expected almost you got to come out and make an appearance to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, that's part of the sale?
I enjoyed doing that, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you kept you had your main desk where you were out in the open with everybody.
Yeah, I was right
You weren't
there.
behind closed doors in an office. You were just out there, so people come in, boom, there he is.
They saw
There he is. There's Mark sitting right there, you know?
Even still to this day, he goes out. People will be, hey, can I have a picture? Have a picture?
Sure.
Yeah.
He is a local legend.
I saw somebody peeking through the door right here.
Yeah, they're like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, and they can see Mark sitting in here.
If I may, one thing that got me was you would get bread delivered to you daily, and people from off the street, like the homeless and stuff, would come in and take the loaf of bread for free.
Yeah.
Mark was giving them bread every. Lost the light.
You lost the light.
I enjoyed doing
every
it.
day and helped feeding the people that was unfortunately homeless in the area.
Yeah, I think Mark did a lot for the people down in that area, just to, to keep it vital down there. His business was down there, and
Thank you.
Not a lot of people. I'm not a downtown person, but it did draw a lot of people to come downtown to do some business down there. You did good for the people down there, and I never remember any trouble around there whenever we visited the stores and stuff like that. Like, nobody seemed to bother their area. I think it's out of respect to what you did, Mark.
Thank you.
For so many years, Norton Furniture, the commercials, the building, and the man, it was a staple of Cleveland. It really was. Everyone knew, that furniture store with that picture on the side of the building, or those wacky commercials. People never forgot them.
Right.
And really, I don't know if you even realize how big you actually were and are to the Cleveland community. I'm serious.
Thank you.
Most people know who you are. Whether they met you or they didn't meet you, they know who you are.
If they're over 40 years old.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have to think.
Well, my kid's 22. He knows who you are. I told him to stop up some point today.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you're going to be with Norton Furniture?" I said, "Yeah." I go, "Stop up at this restaurant."
So if you think about the fabric of Cleveland, especially in the last part of the last century, you think about the icons, Hoolihan and Big Chuck Lil John, the Ghoul. Famous newscasters and other celebrities went through here. You can't not remember Mark as being a part of the fabric of Cleveland, and an important part, because, like I say, he chose to be downtown Cleveland. He could have went anywhere to the suburbs or whatever. He chose to be a lively part of that fabric of Cleveland. So, and it still stands today. Like I said, that building, and now we're finding out how more legendary the building is
I'm
itself.
serious.
But
this information we could have used 20 years ago, Mark.
Just to see that sign on there,
that is a historic building. Terry, I know Terry's, his wheels are spinning. He's going to go there. He's going to buy the building or something. He's going to do a bid or something.
That much money. Wait, do you still own the building?
Yeah.
You do? Oh. Uh-oh.
And what's funny is, these huge corporations spend on top of millions of dollars, for advertising and promotions and whatnot. And he basically just did it his way, and gained all this notoriety, doing it his way and not having the. But like I said, like everything he did. I don't know if you want to touch base on that, Mark, at all. I remember you telling me you would read some miming books, and he's a big fan of Charlie Chaplin. that
Who doesn't
unique
remember
and
the
memorable.
punctuation of that phrase? You know what I'm saying? If you just said it, if you need credit, come get. No, it's the way you said it. It sticks in your mind, and I bet most anybody in Cleveland that remember those commercials, they can say that line exactly like that with the punctuation, because that's what.
And if they can't, whatever, they still know. Oh, the furniture guy or the credit guy. Yeah, it's implanted in people's brains.
Right,
They
yeah.
don't forget.
What are you going to do?
Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah.
He was just himself right there.
Yeah,
What are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
That's good.
I do love
point.
Cleveland
Those were
Browns.
the days.
No, they were the days, man.
Final words, Mark.
Final words. This guy's he's giving us the
thing. Goes this show must be rounded up, but
well, final words. Mark.
What's that?
What are you gonna do? Just final words.
What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
You guys have on all social medias and everything, right? If someone did want to get a hold of Mark and
Sure, yeah.
shoot them a message, and then we can
shoot
relay
us
it
a
to
message,
you,
or
Mark.
again, Mark Mazzacco, he's available on Facebook.
Yeah, my Facebook. Yes. Yeah.
Do not message Mark on Facebook. It's not him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he does not need your money. Or
I need the money.
Yeah.
You can send me the money.
We need money.
I could use some money too.
Oh, he needs it?
Some money.
Okay,
Yeah. Well, then I guess we all need some money.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Back to work. Maybe we do episode 3 now.
episode 3.
Yeah.
And this time we sell it.
The Mark Norton Show, the golden years.
The golden
years.
The retirement years.
And shout out to the Lowlies for making that the theme song for the Mark Norton Show. Maybe
that is true.
Yeah.
Another local band. It was all local. That's what was cool about doing it. Everything was local in Cleveland.
It was a Cleveland flavor.
Yeah, it was boom. Shot in Cleveland, filmed in Cleveland, Cleveland icon, Cleveland music, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Or I know you want to touch base, Mark, in the ending here. Anybody you'd like to meet, or if you could have anybody, living or dead, be in any of your commercials,
Oh,
to
that's
do
a
a
good
collaboration.
question.
That is good. I'd have to think a while to answer that. That's a good question.
Probably Charlie Chaplin, to have the original Charlie Chaplin.
Maybe Buster Keaton.
Buster Keaton, sure.
I was watching Buster Keaton today, so I'm
Yeah.
a Keaton fan.
Very
Good.
talented.
Yep,
Yeah.
very good.
Well, hey, I hope you enjoyed watching the 2 Mark Norton episodes that we did. The Mark Norton Show.
Yes.
Great time doing it. Great time chatting with Mark. And maybe you'll see a couple of skits, new skits, maybe, huh? Get some new skits in the ringer here, and
I'll see what I can do. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us and
thank you.
giving us
It's been
this
a while. It's been a
opportunity.
while since I've seen this man.
Yeah,
I used to see him all the time, and then
long
nothing.
time collaborators, like you said, going back
Yeah.
20 years to going there on the weekends, Norton Furniture.
Yeah,
Okay, what are we
great
going to do?
What are you going to do? Shout out to
Local
Victoria.
legend. Local legend, yeah. Shout out to my cousin Lisa, and we're here at Vittorio's Restaurant.
Great food.
Yes,
Euclid
thank
Avenue
you.
in Wickliffe. Fantastic food, and they're always very gracious. So thank you to them again. And hey, come visit the restaurant. You won't be disappointed.
Great food.
And remember, if you can't enjoy yourself watching the midnight movie, you can never enjoy yourself doing anything at all. Our names are Mark, and you can count on it.
You can count on it.
That's right, from the legend.
I like that.
Say, what are you going to do?
What are you going
What are you going to do?
to Hey, we could use. Yeah, we could do that.
I was telling you. Okay, well,
Be a new segment. What are you going to do?
what are you going to do?
What are you going to do?
There you go.
What are you going to do?